I'm being goofy right now, because why not? So today we're looking at the Animaniacs of the 90s.
Alright, kiddies, let's see what your drawings say about you. Dot?
I drew a picture of the Eiffel Tower in Italy.
But there is no Eiffel Tower in Italy.
Exactly.
Rocco, what have you drawn?
It's a cow eating grass.
But where is the grass?
The cow ate it.
But where is the cow?
Well, he's not going to stick around if there's no more grass to eat.
If you didn't know, basically it was a television show directed by Tom Ruegger for Fox Kids block back in 1983 before moving to the WB in 1985. And it was basically a show that had, basically, it was an animated show that would have Warner Brothers and the Warner sister, and our favorite introduction to the show.
It's time for Animaniacs, and we're zany to the max. So just sit back and relax, you'll laugh when you can laugh. We're Animaniacs. Come join the Warner Brothers
And the Warner sister Dot.
just for fun. We run around the Warner movie lot. They lock us in the tower whenever we get caught, but we break loose and bend the moose, and now you know the plot. We're Animaniacs.
Basically what it was about was basically these three characters. Basically they would have, like, say, sketch humor. And if you don't know what sketch humor is, basically, like, say, there'll be a moment where they'd have, like, say, a joke and be centered on one thing. Whether it was having, like, say, a entire gag based around, like, say, making fun of an actor, like, say, like, William Shatner, but calling him Willie Slackmore, and how he's not the greatest singer. Or, heck, maybe there'll be an episode, like, sometimes, like, in the 90s, you'd have, like, Tom trying to say, hey, we need to talk to the kids. Now, kids, we're going to talk about the globe.
United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama, Haiti, Jamaica, Peru, Republic, Dominican, Cuba, Caribbean, Greenland, El Salvador too, Puerto Rico, Colombia, Venezuela, Honduras, Guyana, and still Guatemala, Bolivia, then Argentina, and Ecuador, Chile, Brazil, Costa Rica, Belize, Nicaragua, Bermuda, Bahamas, Tobago, San Juan, Paraguay, Uruguay, Suriname, and French Guiana, Barbados, and Guam.
They say, how, like, the map in all of the countries. And who would be in voicing the cast? Well, you'd have Rob Paulsen, Jess Harnell, Tris McNeil as, like, our two main, characters of the show.
Stop touching everything! If you want to see something, ask!
All right. We'd like to see the jelly beans.
Not those. Those.
And, yes, like, say, there will be other moments in the show that would just be having other characters, like, say, whether it was the, side characters, like, say, Mindy and Buttons.
Silly Buttons.
All clear!
Change this tire. It's a dog.
Oops, sorry.
Or, heck, even the Feather Fathers, who were basically just gag characters of, like, say, not gag characters, but, direct spin, or, what's the word? Direct character references to the Godfather, but the God Feathers.
Pesto, you are one swell bird.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I said you're swell, that's all.
You saying that I got a big head? Is that what you're saying? What am I, a bloated, puffy roundhead here to amuse you?
No, I didn't say that. I said you're swell.
I am swell?
Yeah, you're swell.
Swell?
Yeah.
That's it! Here's your swell!
Because they're birds. And, they'd have episodes that are just making fun of something else that might have had, like, a gangster kind of reference to it. But you'd also have segments of Pinky and the Brain, which were basically like a genius mouse and a dim-witted mouse. And yeah, like say if you didn't watch this show in the 90s or anything like that, it was just a fun show that whenever you had the chance on it, I remember like watching this show so much. I had actually had like one year for Christmas gotten a Animaniacs, or maybe it was Pinky and the Brain puzzle. And yes, as a child, I loved it. This was a show that was even fun to watch.
Meticulous analysis of history. I will find a way to make the people worship me. By studying the conquerors of days gone by, I'll discover the mistakes that made them go awry.
So that you can make the same mistakes if you just try.
By studying the past so carefully, I won't repeat the same mistakes of history.
And yes, the show had its own film, which was Wacko's Wish, which if you were growing up in the 90s, this was a film that would always come around when it came to appearing on the Cartoon Network or other channels.
For centuries, the little town of Acme Falls was a land of peace, prosperity, and mime.
Well, no place is perfect.
But when a greedy king taxes the good citizens to the point of poverty, it's up to 3 brave orphans, although slightly demented in their own freakish way, to save the town and make their wildest wish come true.
And whether it is a ton of gags that you probably wouldn't really get nowadays, but as an adult you probably think, okay, this is just, oh, I did not realize that this joke.
I think I'll play those endearing young chums.
No, not that.
Old gag, new twist.
And yeah, like say you just feel like say the actors and all that, they were just having a ton of fun with it, and you can actually see all of that in the animation for the show. The one thing that I will say that is that the show also got a revival recently with Animaniacs reboot, and the show came in the 90s, so I was kind of like say, okay, now we're gonna have to bring it back with Hulu. And if you didn't know, this show has also had moments of musicals and all that. Honestly, I just kind of like this show. It's honestly a lot of fun. You can have like a full-fledged, look back at it if you want. It's on Hulu. I will say that it is a show worth giving a shot at checking out. It's a lot of fun. And yeah, I love Animaniacs. It was always a great show to watch. See you next time.